Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today is another Image Month review. Today we're reviewing Cyberforce Issue 1. It was part of their 20th anniversary. This issue came out in 2012. I was on Google Play checking out their comic books and shit. And I saw that they had this comic book for free. And I downloaded it, and it also came with a free issue of the Darkness Rebirth, which is I guess was a 2012, another 2012 reboot. So this comic book was written by Matt Hawkins and Marc Silvestri, who you'll know from not only the original Cyberforce comics, but he's also a big shot in Image and Top Cow. He was the artist for the Darkness comic book by Garth Ennis, which I already did a review for Darkness Anniversary Edition trade paperback, which you can check out that review if you want on this channel. So this comic book, it's a little confusing because they don't really tell you like a lot about Cyberforce, the team. It's just about. It's basically the comic book is basically cyberpunk kind of post-apocalyptic book where you have this girl who I guess is a cyborg named Karen Taylor who has this cyborg dog called Ninja who's running away from her mother who's like in charge of this corporation that has this plan to turn everybody on the planet to cyborgs because in the future, you know, by I think she said by 2047 everybody's going to die. So I don't know what her objective is because she's like everybody's going to die, but I have to warn everybody about my mom's plan to stop everybody from dying by turning them into cyborgs. Okay, I don't really get that at all, but yeah, so like she's running away, her dog gets killed, unfortunately. R.I.P. doggo. Which, usually that shit bothers me, but I guess since it's like half a robot, I don't really care, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, so she gets rescued by Ripclaw, who I guess is Native American. I didn't know that. I always thought he was Japanese or something. Keep in mind, I never read any Cyberforce comic books. For the longest time, I used to collect, like a decade ago, I used to watch like Shartimus Prime and a lot of Marvel Legends, like DC Universe toy channels, and I used to collect superhero figures, and one of the ones I had was this Ripclaw figure. It's like a statue. It's actually pretty cool. It's of the 1990s Ripclaw. For the longest time, I had no idea. I had no idea what its name was, but yeah. So now I know. Yeah, I had no idea. His last name is what was it? Like Robert Bearclaw. His real name. It's like, oh my god, that's. I don't have a problem with him being Native American. I have a problem with his dumb name. But hey, I'm not racist against Native Americans. I lost my virginity to a Native American woman, which I thought she was Cuban, but then she's like, oh, I'm Native American. What race are you? And it's like, whatever. If you're a minority, every time you hook up with another minority, they want to know like, oh, what race are you? It's like, is it that important? Okay, whatever, I guess. Yeah. So like, yeah, the comic book is basically about this teenage runaway who meets up with this old superhero team of out-of-date cyborgs who have to fight this mega corporation. Which one of their officers is this chick who is riding a cyborg horse and has like a saber, like an old cavalry saber. It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's the thing where like you're gonna look at the comic book art and you have to decide, is this something. Does this look cool or does this look kind of stupid? That's up to you to decide. I think the art itself, Marc Silvestri is a good artist, not writer. I don't, as far as I know, he doesn't write comic books. Yeah, his art style is good though. My problem, like some of his character designs are kind of like generic and shitty to me. Like if you ever read the Darkness comic books, a lot of the bad guys all look the same. Depending on which side they're on, they all look the same, right? So if like you had like what the Angelus and the Daemonites or whatever the fuck they're called, and they all each side will have like a generic like design for like their shoulders, and they would all look like that. Here it's like their generic shoulders look okay, but like their officers look fucking their clothing and like their design just looks all over the place, especially the bald dude with the backwards legs, who's also wearing like cavalry like attire. So I don't know. It's the thing where like if you're gonna have a comic book called Cyberforce, they should be the main characters. But no, we gotta get introduced to this like teenage runaway who's like obviously you can tell by her politics that she's like an SJW. Which I don't know. It was free. Maybe I'll check out more issues. It's only $9 for the first volume, which is called Cyberpunk. Sorry, not Cyberpunk. Force Volume 1 Rebirth, which I bought Cyberforce Awakening, which is I think it was which was like a Cyberforce run from like I don't know. I think it was like 2018, maybe 2014. But if I were to give this comic book a rating, I don't know, dude. I would say it's like I like to start at a 5, and depending on if there's like good qualities, I give it like pluses. If there's bad qualities, I go down. Here, if I were to give it a rating, I would just give it like I don't know, dude. It's like actually I'm just gonna give it a 5 out of 10, dude. Like the story is just generic, and the art is gonna make it or break it to a lot of people. So I'm just giving it a 5 out of 10. Did not really sell me on reading more Cyberforce, except for maybe the old stuff, which I can't fucking get because they're not because the lockdown is in place, so I can't go out to my local comic book store. But according to Google, if you got this digital copy, you can go to your local comic book store and ask for a free printed copy if they're part of the promotion, which is like, okay, I'm gonna, yeah, guy. Hey, I know you have this. I got a free digital copy of this comic book. Can you give me the printed copy for free that you would normally charge like $4 nowadays? $4 or $5, whatever they fucking charge for comic books, which is this is a 25-page comic book, by the way. Not including the Darkness shit. The Darkness shit was like another 40 pages for whatever reason. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not really recommending it, but like yeah, my next Image Month review, I'm gonna try to do it like within the next 2 days, and if I feel like it, we're gonna end it with Wanted. If I feel like it, I don't know. Yeah, my next Image Month review is gonna be Cyberforce Volume 1 Awakening. All right, later, guys. Peace.